but I was sicker than I have been my entire life. Hey guys, Jen here with Cass and Grace. It's been a minute since I've filmed anything for you guys. So I thought I'd come on and just kind of share what's been going on and give an update. June has been quite possibly one of the worst months of my entire life. That sounds dramatic. That sounds super dramatic. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but it's been kind of true. The month started off with, if you follow me on Instagram, you know some of this. I've shared some things that have been going on, but not everything, and not how severe things got. I haven't shown really the seriousness of things so much. But it started kind of the end of May. Evie contracted hepatitis A. We're still not totally sure how that happened. There's a couple theories, but nothing really concrete. I've had, I don't even know how many phone calls with the Illinois Department of Public Health, and they've passed things on to the CDC. And, you know, they want to know how this happened. What did she ingest? Where did she go that picked this up? And we do shop at Costco, but that hepatitis A outbreak, if you followed along in the news, was limited to California and Hawaii, I believe. But they thought for a minute it could have expanded and been that, but I think it's been ruled out at this point. Anyway, so she got that. And then a couple weeks went by and she was doing better. It is a long healing process, and even now, still into the first full week of July, every once in a while she still stops and says, oh, my stomach hurts, and she needs to take a minute. And she's very sensitive to dehydration, and we gotta really make sure she's getting enough rest, which is hard for a 4-year-old to say, hey, time to stop and rest. So what happened next? My car. I drive a Toyota. They are known to last a long time. So we got it. I always wanted one. I have no shame about driving a minivan. I love my minivan. I have a big family, and we're still a little tight in the minivan, but I love our minivans. It's got a lot of miles. It's got like 216,000 miles at this point, and it's starting to have problems. We've had such a slew of problems happening. They were all like back to back to back happening with this van, and it got so expensive. We ended up having 3,000. My son is freaking out because there's a spider, probably the size of his thumbnail, on the merry-go-round that they're my little guy ended up killing it. We have spent well over $3,000 in van repairs. And while I was in the hospital, which I'll get to in a minute, the van was yet again in there because it needed engine work. Another $1,100. I could have gotten another vehicle for as much money as we've spent repairing this one. But then you get to the point where you're like, okay, I've spent so much money, I might as well keep it, right? My AC went out today. I think it's just time. So anyway, car drama. Financial drama. Then comes the end of June. Everybody has been healthy. Everything has been doing well. Out of nowhere, I start getting really, really tired. Like an exhaustion, a level of exhaustion that I have never known in my life. Like this trumped having 2 babies, 1 and under, both breastfeeding, neither one sleeping through the night. Only person getting up with them. This was an exhaustion I have never known before. I was getting completely wiped out, sitting up in bed, walking to the bathroom, coming back, getting back in bed. That was it. That was all the energy that I could expend. So I was so tired, and I was so just not feeling well. One day I started getting sick, like I threw up. And I said, all right, that's it, I'm going to the ER. So my mother-in-law took me to the ER. They ended up saying that my liver enzymes were really elevated, and they admitted me and tested me for hepatitis because I was recently exposed to it. What do you know? I have hepatitis A. I'm still a little jaundiced, and I'm hoping the editing will take care of that because nobody wants to look at me all yellow. But that's not all I had. I had hepatitis A. I had Epstein-Barr virus. I had an enlarged spleen, which is kind of secondary to the hepatitis. And I had, what did I have? Hepatitis A, Epstein-Barr, an enlarged spleen, a kidney stone, and I had a blood infection. I have no idea how I got so sick, but I was sicker than I have been my entire life. I got so depressed being that sick. I am not a lay down and be sick kind of person. I don't have time for that. I mean, what mom does, but I mean, I really don't have time for that. A couple of my kids are all old enough to know mom is sick and mom is tired and she needs to lay down. But with some of the needs that they have, that does not register. And it's not like they can just let me sleep in or they can let me rest. When meltdowns happen. And yeah, I mean, my neurotypical kids still react to those things and they need attention for their struggles too. So I bought a 4-day hospitalization because of it. And I got fluid overloaded majorly in the hospital because they're trying to flush out my liver and get those my bilirubin and my liver enzymes down so I wasn't so jaundiced and I wasn't having dangerous liver levels because they were off the charts. They were unreadable. They were so high. So I finally coerced my doctor into letting me out of the hospital because they still wanted to keep me on IV antibiotics, but I agreed to take over-the-counter very heavy antibiotics, which I just had to get out. I was so just uncomfortable and depressed, and my kids just needed me physically to be in the house. So I had to leave. So on these antibiotics, it completely ruined my gut, but I took them and I finished the course, and I'm doing much better now. I am still not 100%. I'm about probably 80%. Today we actually went out and I had to go shopping for a really fun homeschool mom box challenge here for YouTube, which I will be participating in mid-July. And I'm super excited about it. It was so much fun. But now I'm getting really tired. And the heat is exhausting too. And like I said, my air conditioning in my van went out on the way home. So it is now July. I'm really hoping things calm down. I have a great list of videos to do for you guys. I'm really excited to do them. Most of them are homeschool related. Most of them are curriculum related. Man, the curriculum this year, it's been great. It's been awesome. The little bit that we've done. Because we started our first, we've had 2 weeks of homeschooling, and we started at the beginning of June. And now, because I'm so exhausted and just get so wiped out so fast, I'm only doing language arts and math, which is going to put us way off schedule for science and history and, fine art stuff. Are you ready to go? Do you want to go play in the sprinkler and make some milkshakes? You ready for that? Okay, they're ready to go. So that is our update. It's not an exciting one. It's kind of a sucky one. Hi. You saying hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Little.
But everybody's okay now. I'm still praying that nobody gets sick. If you are new to this channel, my name is Jen, and we have 4 homeschooling kids. Here's one of them. And I usually do videos on our homeschooling life, our special needs family life, how we just kind of go through our days there. And I do some day in the life, and I also share with our homesteading stuff because it is a big part of our family and how our kids learn. So If any of those things interest you, I hope you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it so you can stay up to date on all the videos put out. And I will see you guys very soon back to our regularly scheduled content. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.